Hey guys, CommodorePET here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today I wanted to talk about something. So I was looking at my Skywars stats, and I have a KD of 17.72, basically a 20 KD. And I wanted to go over how I got a 20 KD in Skywars. Okay? Because a lot of people tend to die in Skywars, or have more deaths than they do kills, or more losses than they do wins. And overall, that's just Skywars as a game mode. For example, on Hypixel, I do have a positive KD. It's not like 20 KD, but on Hypixel, I don't have a good win-loss ratio. But that's just how that Skywars is built. So with Jartex Skywars, there's more ways for you to survive. Like if I was to go on Hypixel, for example, I would just end up being in like a problem where somebody gets strength after a kill and I get one tapped and that's it. But Jartex doesn't have that type of thing. Well, they kind of do with the talent, but overall it's not like after every single kill. Now, how does this relate to getting a 20 KD? And it relates because Jartex Skywars is more of a classic PvP experience. You know? Oh my god, I almost got knocked off. That would have sucked. But it's more of a classic PvP experience. Like, a lot of what I'm doing is just diamond armor, diamond sword, fishing rod, bow, and blocks, for the most part, right? And it's not like Hypixel, where, you know, a lot of it is really funky armor, it's really funky perks, and all that sort of stuff. Jartex is very classic, and knowing this is basically how I get a 20 KD, because basically I'm sitting here and I'm just using my PvP ability. But just using PvP ability isn't gonna always get you a 20 KD, because you guys could be using your PvP abilities and you're not at a 20 KD. Oh my god, he launched me with attack potions or whatever it is. That threw me off. Hold on. No, on fire, because of this guy's stupid thing. That's just fun. And he doesn't go on fire because of it. And there we go, it's dead. Now, because Jartex is a more classic PvP experience when it comes to fighting, basically, I used my more classic PvP experience to win the game. Back when I used to play a lot of survival games, right, there was always something you had to watch out for, and that was players third-partying you, 2v1s, and maybe like 3v1s, clans, all that sort of stuff. And I've used that skill over the years, and it's translated into every single PvP game mode I've played. Because in every single PvP game mode I've played, I have to know exactly where players are. Because the reason a lot of people die in Jartex Skywars is because they're focused on one person, and then what ends up happening is somebody else comes in the mix, and they're not prepared for it, and pretty much they just end up getting knocked off or third-partied and die, and they always complain about, oh, I'm losing so much, or, you know, they get really mad at you. But for me, you'll see sometimes I'm fighting somebody, and I'll walk away from a fight, because I know somebody else is behind me, or somebody else is coming after them, and I'm like, I don't want to take this fight, because if this fight lasts a long time, I could get cleaned up, third-partied, knocked off. So you see me always spam F5, and this is just a habit from when I used to play survival games, where basically I would spam F5 all the time because I didn't want to get hit in the back. Because you get hit in the back, especially in a game mode like survival games, you're not winning that fight most of the time, because you're going to get 1 or 2 hit in the back, and that's already like 4 hearts or more, and in SG, that's not good. And just because this is an SG, I still do this, because I'm like, okay, this guy's running, let's check who's behind me. I know that Steve's behind me now. If I didn't press F5, I wouldn't know that Steve's behind me. And I know that Steve's sort of a far distance away, which does help me out a little bit. Okay, well, that Steve didn't do what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to go for me. Alright, there we go. So I knew that Steve was behind me, and I was like, okay, so if I'm fighting this guy, maybe I can get 2 or 3 hits, and then I might have to turn around and fight said Steve. So overall, to be able to keep your KD up, you have to be aware of where players are. This is the main focus I want to drive into you guys' skulls, okay? Always know where players are, because how do I kill the majority of players in Skywars? I knock them off the map. And how do I do that? Because they tunnel vision on the one guy they're trying to kill, and I just 1, 2, or 3 tap them off. A lot of kills that I get are from regular PvP as well, but I can use my skill and my knowledge and my awareness to my advantage, because sometimes I will let other people fight and I'll go in just for the cleanup. Or if I'm fighting somebody and I realize, hey, wait a minute, you know, somebody else is coming in, they're gonna clean us up, I'll back off from the fight and allow the other guy to make the mistake of fighting the other person that was coming in, and then I'll clean up the guy I was originally fighting. But there's another big aspect to getting a 20 KD on Jartex Skywars, and it's not just awareness, it's overall PvP skill. Now, Jartex Skywars has what I call a mini-games knockback, where pretty much it's when you kind of go up in the air a pretty good amount, and the player that you're fighting, you know, will kind of take a good amount of knockback, and you don't really have to try to get them to move for the most part. As you can see, this guy, he goes up in the air whenever I hit him, and it's pretty easy to maintain and get a combo. Now, you also want to learn exactly how this mini-games knockback works. You know, if you're used to something like My Men Club and then you come on Jartex, you might be good, right? But you might be thrown off by how players move because of the way the KB is different. And this is natural, right? Every single time I join a new server, I have to get used to the KB. Or sometimes when I don't play a server for a while, I have to get used to the KB again. Oh my god, I almost knocked him off right there. Like, I'll wait for this guy to come back mid. You know, another thing about getting a 20 KD, don't run after this guy when he's clearly trying to knock you off. Simple. It's very simple. That's one thing I just want to point out, okay? Because people will rush you in such a stupid situation and they'll just kill themselves. You know, it's like, they'll be trying to, like, cross when you're waiting here with a bow, and it's pretty obvious you're gonna knock them off, and they try to cross anyways, and then they die. Anyways, back to my topic of understanding knockback. The best way, if you want to get better, is to just play practice. Now, practice KB and Skywars KB is not the same. I'll put that out there. It's not exactly the same. It's a little bit different. But it's the most similar KB, I'd say, and this guy's really gonna try to do this. Okay, I went around him right there. Okay, this guy's just running now. What are you doing, bro? He has all the pearls. I didn't get any pearls. Oh, I wanted to 1.7 him. Oh, he failed! He missed! There we go, he's dead. To be able to PvP well on Jartex, you have to understand how players are going to move. Now, I'm going to make a separate video on how to beat 200 plus MS players on Jartex, because that is the majority of people's connection on this server, is 200 plus ping. So as you can see in tab, this guy's at 229 MS. And this is something that you're going to have to deal with every single time. Oh my god, he has a punch bow. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay. Okay, chicken. Oh my god. Chicken's getting a lot of damage. Okay, he's down here. Yes, I need you to go down here, so your punch bow is useless. Yeah, he's dead now. He's dead. There's no escaping. There's no escape. There's no escape. Another thing that can help you maintain or get a 20 KD is to always loot the chests properly. Look at what you need, always grab what you need, always have a slot in your hotbar where you keep something. For example, I always keep my blocks in my 3rd unless I have a pearl, which then my blocks go in my 5th slot. So everything is in the exact slot and I know where it is, because there'll be countless times where I'll be fighting somebody and they will just start hitting me with a piece of steak. And the reason they're hitting me with a piece of steak is because they flipped to the wrong hotbar slot. And you don't want to do that mid-fight because a steak isn't going to do any damage. You know, a steak is a piece of steak. As good as steak is, I don't think your enemy wants to be fed some steak. So always, always, always keep in mind your inventory, your hotbar slots, always know where everything is, where everything will be. That guy got a hit midair, was not expecting that. As you can see, what I'm not doing is I'm not tunnel visioning on that guy. There's no point in me going for that guy right now because he's gonna sit on top of that tower, and he's just gonna be kind of sitting there and waiting for me to go over to him. But instead, as you can see, I have 2 other kills right here. So instead of focusing on 1 kill, that could be, you know, not very beneficial for me, I'm gonna focus on killing these 3 people, and I can have 3 kills. I mean, if I do die to that other guy who's kind of camping, at least I have an extra 3 kills, which will help my KD overall. So always make sure to focus on who you want to fight. If somebody's really good and you don't want to fight them, you know, you don't have to fight a lot of people the majority of the time. You can sort of like exit a fight pretty easily on here, because unless you're low on health, players really won't chase you. Did I eat a god apple or something? No, he just ate a regular golden apple. And he's dead. This guy wants me to rush him. You see? Now, he's been saying that in chat. Now, what does that mean? That could mean he might have a trap. And traps are something you gotta watch out for. Now, majority of traps are really easy to figure out. You know, I'm actually gonna pearl at him. And, well, okay. It actually worked. Maybe he didn't have a trap. I don't know. Let's see if he did. Oh, it doesn't look like it. But majority of time in those situations, they're trapping. And trapping is something that, overall, is not something you want to die by. Because it's kind of embarrassing getting killed by a trap. Because the majority of traps are really, really obvious. Like, extremely obvious to the point where you should know it's a trap almost instantly. This guy doesn't know him behind him. He's trying to break a thing. And that should be the end of him. Now, the last thing I want to bring up is map selection. Map selection is important. You'll never see me play maps like Pirate, for example, because fighting 200 MS players and their 200 MS long arms, you could get double hit and you're going flying off the map. So, playing maps like Ruin, for example, this is a good map. It's pretty easy to get to islands, you can fight well, you don't have to worry about getting knocked off so consistently because there's so many things in the way. So overall, it's just a really good pick, you know, and picking other maps like Ruin, like for example Music or Paint, you know, maps that are pretty easy to get to certain islands, maps that are pretty easy to survive if you're running around at middle. Overall, map pick is very important. Side note, Jartex, fix your map things. I don't know what it is, but you'll be joining a map and it won't start and it's super annoying. Please fix it. Thank you. Another thing I want to mention is you have to be quick. Now, you don't have to be super quick. You know, I'm not the fastest Skywars player in terms of rushing middle or anything like that. Like, you don't have to speed bridge, you don't have to do any of that, but you just have to be somewhat quick. You know, don't be somebody who's camping at their island for the entire time, because overall that's not going to help you. Camping isn't good. And, okay, what? Alright, well, I got all 3. Wow, I did not expect that. As you can see, if I camped at my island, what would have happened? I would have basically not had those 3 kills. Oh no. I don't like this fight, but I'm winning it. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe, do I? No, I do have a pickaxe. And this guy's dead. Eat this golden apple real quick. No, 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 no. Is he suffocating? I think he was suffocating. Oh no, I don't have a pickaxe or an axe, do I? Oh no, okay. I'm good, I'm up here. Okay, that's not good. Not good, not good. Let me get out of here. Oh no, oh no. Wait, this guy's at 5 health. Oh, okay. Okay, let me get out of here. Alright, there we go. Awareness. Like I said, awareness is key. Focus on awareness, because awareness will save your life. This guy's jump boost, which is not helping him at all. Okay, I missed so many hits. Oh, he died. Alright, perfect. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Those are some main tips that I have that will help you get a good KD or get a 20 KD like I have. But please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, and have a great day.